Wow, that looks really dark. I hope that's not really as dark as it looks. So, hi all. Uh, if this is really dark, I'm sorry, I got a new phone. Um, and as I'm recording it, it looks really, really dark. I've got it sitting on a pillow at the moment to record. Actually, it was a gift several years ago that's a unicorn. So, this video is, I should probably pause that. Um, so this video is going to be about Valentine's Day, as you guessed from the title, or as my mother and I tend to call it, Singleton Awareness Day. As you notice, I have no glasses on tonight. I got my eyes done, or my eyes done. Eye exam, so I have contacts in again. Woohoo, yay me. I like my contacts better. But my mother and I refer to Valentine's Day as Singleton Awareness Day because, well, why one day a year to make it, let the person you love know that you love them, right? This is the first Singleton Awareness Day that I've had to celebrate by myself in, well, quite a long time. As you all know, I am now single and trying to navigate the single life. Which is kind of funny because it's like I'm not even really single, but we'll we'll discuss that another time. So, Singleton Awareness Day. Why one day a year do you have to tell the person you love them that you love them? Why one? Why don't you do it all year round? I know that with my ex and I, it wasn't one day a year we told each other we love each other. It was all year. It was like little things we did, those sweet little good morning text messages, those, I love you, sleep with the angel kind of stuff. Of course, with me, it wasn't sleep with the angels because I'm, I think it's funny, I know this is supposed to be Valentine's Day, but I kind of have to explain, some of the references I make. So, my ex is more, the light, and he's more the, trying to figure out the best way to explain him. He's more light, he's more heavenly, he's my angel. Me, on the other hand, I am more dark, demented, demonic, some might say. And so, for me to tell, and with me it was like, I never did like the light, bright, fluffy, I love you crap. For me, it's always been, dark, demented, like, even my sense of humor. I've got a very dark sense of humor. It looks like I've got a Hello Kitty, like, trying to sneak into the frame behind me. I just realized that. And if you can't tell from the wall, I'm a big Hello Kitty fan. I'm sitting in a little bit of a different position on my bed because I have actually cleaned my room and my bed is cleared off. But, so I would tell him, he would tell me, good night, beautiful, I love you, sleep with the angels. And I told him one night, it's like, I want to tell you something like that, but for me, sleep with the angels just sounds like, I'm telling you to go die in a, dark corner. Which isn't me at all, because I'm not that kind of person. I'm not a, oh, well, go die in a dark corner, forget it. So for me, sleep with the demons, and he understood. For me, that meant, what sleep with the angels meant for him, to me. See, him telling me sleep with the angels was like, hey, I hope you're safe. I hope they're protecting you. I hope they're watching over you. And I hope, you're going to be here for me tomorrow. For me, it was the opposite. Don't go sleep with the angels because I don't want you with those bunch of sons of bitches. I want you here. I want the demons to protect you and bring you back to me the next morning. That's what it was to me. I know. I'm a little bit weird. I'm backwards. I'm off. But that's what it was for me, was sleep with the demons meant I hope you sleep safely. And he understood that. And that was one of those things we did all year round that was like, hey, I love you. Again, not one day a year. But him and I also didn't do Valentine's Day like normal people in America do. Yes, I am American. And him and I didn't celebrate Valentine's Day the American way because, well, for one, I don't like a lot of American traditions. I really don't. I don't. I like the Japanese. Like, I love anime. As you can tell from Hello Kitty, I love my Japanese stuff. I mean, hell, I have Japanese candy delivered to me once a month, which if I do a video when I happen to have some of the candy, I will do a reaction video. But I mean, I've got like a little bit of it, but I mean like an actual open box, reaction video thing. But otherwise, I don't do Valentine's Day. I would rather do like the Japanese version where I get him candy, I get him chocolate or candy or whatever, or in our case, it was usually I bought him a good thing of whiskey and said, here, well, actually I can show you the whiskey. Because I found a little bottle. It was, here dear, have some Bushmills. Because I know he prefers Bushmills, which I personally like too, and I'm so happy I found a little bottle for me. I'm 27 years old. Yeah, 27 years old. Sorry, I get confused sometimes, right after my birthday. Which were like, a month or better over my birthday. So yeah. Well, over a month, like maybe 2, somewhere in there. So don't worry, I'm over age, I can definitely drink. And don't worry, he can too, he's 35. Yeah, 35, because he'll be 36 in May. Sorry, I have to calculate things in my head, and right now my brain is not working. Also had my eyes dilated while I was getting my contacts done, but that'll be another video, I promise. But, so we did, I would get him whiskey or chocolate for Valentine's Day. I say whiskey or chocolate because he doesn't usually eat chocolate, so it's usually I'd get him whiskey, except this year I did get him chocolate. So I got him chocolate. I'd get him usually whiskey or chocolate. And then March 14th, so yes, we did the Japanese way, where Valentine's Day I give him chocolate or whiskey. And then March 14th, he does something for me for Valentine's Day. That's what we did. Well, the other reason why we don't celebrate Valentine's Day like a normal couple, for him, Valentine's Day is a very hard holiday to celebrate. He had a family member, it was one of his grandmas. She was actually a Valentine's Day baby. And he was close to her. Well, she passed before him and I got together. And even though it's been that long since her passing, he still has issues celebrating Valentine's Day because it was her birthday. Now that I understand. There's a couple of weeks in there that I get weepy for no reason, and then I remember, oh hey, wait, it's around this person's, death day. For me, one of my biggest ones is, everybody's, 1st of December is oh, Christmas is coming, oh, yay, joy, joy. December 1st is one of the hardest holidays for me, or one of the hardest days of the year for me. Like my ex, I was very close to my grandmother. And her birthday was December 1st. Where the hell did I put that snot rag? Damn it. I've lost my tissue. But her birthday was December 1st. So it makes it hard. The 1st of December. Oh, I found it. It's under my unicorn. So December 1st is very hard for me. And yes, I'm using a pink bandana for a tissue. Funny story behind it actually used to be my ex's. He gave it to me because I have massive allergies, which is also why I'm trying to pull gunk out of my eye. Cats, dust, cleaning my room, allergies, fun. But so I understand why Valentine's Day is hard for him to celebrate, and that's never really bothered me. I'm one of those ones that I don't think I need one day a year to celebrate the person I love. For me, that one day a year to celebrate them is their birthday. Which for me is, you're supposed to be your day to celebrate the person you love. And excuse me while I blow my nose. My eyes start watering, my nose starts running. But anyway, so why one day a year to celebrate the person you love? I don't understand it. I mean, I understand the supposed history behind Valentine's Day. I say supposed because I went to a Christian school and I don't always believe everything they taught us. And I haven't gone to look further into it personally to find out if it was true or not. But, so I'm not a Valentine's Day person. Neither is my mother. But my mother's been single most of my life. Even though she's technically not single, but she's technically single. That's just a whole complicated situation. Pretty much easiest way to put it is the man who I refer to as my dad is not, or my stepdad is not really with my mom, but he's with my mom. When they first met, he was not married yet. And he was intimidated by my mom. I mean, apparently she's a very intimidating person. I don't see it. But, so he ended up marrying the woman he's married to now. And him and my mother just continued to date even after he got married. And they're still dating to this day. So my stepdad is technically married. And he's actually the longest relationship my mother's had. Let's see here, they are going on 16 years, I think is what Mom said. I don't know, but they've been together. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, 16 years this year. Sorry, I have to figure it out, based on when we moved into the trailer, which is when the two of them met. Sorry, I've been cleaning my room, so I've got, crap in my hair. That and last night's activities also might have put crap in my hair that I didn't realize. Which is nobody's business, but, yeah, it just, so why one day a year? I don't understand. I really don't understand why one day a year do you have to tell somebody you love them. I like the day after. Half-price chocolate day. I mean, who doesn't like chocolate? I mean, I've got Snickers. I've got Hershey's Cookie Layer Crunch Bar. I've got the dollar candy bars that they sell for the fundraisers for kids' schools. I mean, caramel. One of my favorite. I wish it was a dark chocolate caramel because that'd be even better. I've got chocolate usually hidden all over my room, so I love Half-Price Chocolate Day. The day after Valentine's Day and the day after Halloween. My favorite time of holiday, my favorite holidays in the year. Of course, second Half-Price Chocolate Day comes after my absolute favorite holiday, Halloween. But yeah, and it's just, why one day? It doesn't make sense to me. You should tell, if you love somebody, you should show them and tell them every day, not just one day. And I know I'm probably one of those weird girls that it's you know what? If you love me, show me every fucking day you love me. Don't show me one day. Don't use Valentine's Day as your get out of jail free card for if you forget my birthday, anniversary, something like that. Forget my birthday, whatever. I have never really had a good birthday since I got older. the last real good birthday I had was when I was, oh God, I don't even remember now. I was real little at the time. I was still in elementary school. And it was before my youngest cousin came along. And, so I actually had a bowling party. Amazing, right? Well, okay, keep in mind my family, big bowlers. We all bowl. We all have bowled at some point in our lives. My grandfather and I bowled together on a league on Mondays. That's my favorite time of the week because it's my time with my daddy. And, well, dealing with all of, and so that was like the last really good birthday I had. Once my youngest cousin came into the picture with her mom, when her mom and my uncle were starting to date, I had to share my birthdays with her because we were so close together in birthday. So you forget my birthday, big deal. Doesn't bother me any. I don't really care. Since it's been forever. I wanted a separate birthday for my 16th because it was a milestone birthday. And then my 18th, it's like another milestone birthday. I want my own party. I don't want to be with her. Especially considering her family would come out for Christmas and they would buy her these expensive gifts. Like, probably gonna date myself here, but like some of the phones. Y'all remember that little tiny bar phone that would flip out and you'd have the full phone then? My cousin had one of those. She got it for her birthday. At the birthday party with me. And I'm the oldest. That pissed me off. I didn't care that her other grandmother could afford that kind of shit. But when you have 2 birthdays you're celebrating at the same dinner, don't outdo one of the kids' gifts. Whether or not you're related to the other one, don't fucking outdo the fucking gift. That pissed me off. Because I was older and I didn't have a phone yet. So, missing my birthday, not a big deal. Anniversary, hell, let's be honest, I couldn't remember when mine was with my ex. He couldn't even remember exact day because we're a little fuzzy on details with us. I always said it was Christmas because that was, right after the divorce. And we were pretty much together at that point. So I said, Christmas Eve is our date. That's why I say 6 years with him. He says it was 5 years, not quite 6 yet, because we broke up before our anniversary. And I'm like, honey, Christmas is our anniversary. Deal with it. And he's just like, whatever. He doesn't argue with me on it. He's like, okay, dear, whatever you say. So anniversary, miss it, I don't care. Valentine's Day, miss it, I don't care. Show me you love me all year round. I mean, hell, I have, right now, in my room, quick little flip of the screen here. Following it so I can maybe see. Okay, so you can see, like, over here-ish, above my teddy bear, something shiny over there. That's one of the first roses he gave to me while we were together. Just a random, I want to give you something, so I'm going to give you this rose. Wasn't a special day, wasn't a special occasion or anything, but it was one of the first roses he gave me. It was the first store-bought rose he gave me in our relationship. And I have it hanging up in my room. Snot rag, because he wanted me to be able to always blow my nose. I still have it. I drink Bushmills because of him. I give him Bushmills. I mean, hell, that's the whole reason the Bushmills bottle is out, actually, right now. Is he stayed over on Monday night after bowling. And I offered to share my Bushmills with him. I mean, even not being together, he bought me he didn't have to. He bought me a 6-pack of Twisted Tea because he wanted to. Kind of as a, hey, I love you. Here, let me buy you something. I mean, he bought my mom Mike's Strawberry Margarita as well, but that's just because I think he didn't want to leave her out. Actually, my little, hold on, my little dollar caramel candy bar, yeah, him too. You know, I don't have it down here. I have to go get that out of my grandparents' room. Yeah, while my grandparents were gone this week, I've been cleaning my room because I had to rearrange things. Once I get it fully cleaned and put back together, I might do like a quick little room tour. Because I switched a couple of pieces of furniture around, and I kind of buried my bed trying to get in front of my closet cleaned up because I had to pull up decon. So the cats could come in here, because one of them, he gets into everything, and he would have just eaten the decon, and I don't want to do that to my mom's cat. But, he got me a little teddy bear while I was gone one year for a conference. And I came home and he was just going to give it to me but something had happened, and, that's what that teddy bear became, was I'm sorry for what happened. And what it was is I had to put down my little kitten. I mean, okay, she wasn't a kitten, she was, like 4 or 5, but she was still my baby. She wasn't that big. She was like, like that big. Little puffball of fur, and she was just adorable. She wasn't a very big cat, but she was my baby. So, he like I said, he was just going to give it to me just because. No real rhyme or reason, but then I had to put her down, and then that's why he gave me the teddy bear. I mean, I can look around this room, and I can probably find easily 5 things given to me by him just because. Actually, yes, I can. Perfect example right here. Just because, and I kind of tease him, stuff, but just because, money. He gives me cash just because. Okay, this was kind of also, I agreed to go and buy him some Mountain Dew Shine because he likes Mountain Dew Shine. But he'll do that just because he wants to do something nice for me. He buys me something, or he gives me something, or treats me to food or whatever. That's the kind of thing you should do all year round, not one day a year. I really don't get the hype, but it's like that kind of stuff is what you should do. Not, oh, well, it's Valentine's Day, so I now have to, go out and buy this sexy piece of lingerie for my significant other so that way I can wear it and we can make it a special day, and, oh, I can only do this once a year. No. Do it just randomly. Do it just because. My ex used to do it all the time. I mean, he would just randomly show up with flowers that he got from his neighbor because she had roses and he wanted to give me roses. He would randomly show up with food because he knows I have a terrible habit of not always eating. Monday he bought me chocolate because I like chocolate. He bought me alcohol because I like to drink. He did all this just like random little surprise shit, and that's what you're supposed to do when you're in a relationship. I know most people are like, oh well, if my significant other buys me something special, that means that they're cheating on me. No, it could just be like, hey, I saw this and I thought of you. I mean, you guys can see over here behind me and up in my little swing up there, I've got a whole bunch of teddy bears. I actually even think that I've got one that he has given me sitting right here next to me. Now remember, I've got so many I can't exactly keep track. But big fluffy teddy bear. I can't remember if it's from him or not, but he's given me teddy bears in the past. You know, another good example I have is controllers. This actually was the controller that we kept at his house for me for the Xbox. The 360. He got an Xbox One now, so I now have an Xbox 360 controller with the fancy rechargeable battery. Well, two with the fancy rechargeable batteries that I need to get plugged back in. I can't plug the battery. I can't put the battery back in as I'm talking about it. But again, random little gift. It was supposed to be at his house until he got his Xbox One, then he sent me home with my controller, and I have a Xbox One controller over there now for me to use. Which is kind of funny because I still don't really use it, and it's more for whoever's second player while they're over there, but he's like, here, give me a sec to grab your controller if we're planning to play something. Okay, the keyboard. You know, he bought two of them, and he's like, here, pick which one you like better. So I picked the one I like better, and he's got one, it's more like mine's more the hard keys, his are more like the soft keys. And he thought I would, he's kind of hoping I wouldn't he thought I was going to take the soft keys. And I'm like, no, I don't like the soft keys, I like the hard keys better. I mean, I would have preferred a black or pink for the outlining of the, the keyboard, but I'm not going to be picky. I mean, black or pink would fit better with my controller because I've got the little pink knobbies. I've also got a hot pink controller over on the charger right now that actually needs to get plugged in over there instead of sitting over there where it's not going to do anything. But yeah, I mean, random little surprise. Was not expecting to get this controller brought over to my house. This actually has been my controller. Or, I have no idea. Okay, I see the cord for it, but my corded controller from my Xbox. That when I got the battery charger, I brought home because he got like I said, he got a One. So I got all the Xbox 360 stuff while he kept all the Xbox One stuff. So I now have all of this wonderful goodness, and okay, it's just the battery on this one, but still, I like it. Little surprise things. Or something that's sitting here shining at me, bugging me to show you. This is my first flask. Guess where I got it? Again, surprise little thing. He decided that I needed a way, if I wanted alcohol in my room, to be able to have alcohol in my room. He said, bring it over anytime you want it filled. I'll fill it for you. You take it home with you. So I have a flask from him that he actually gave me that I don't think he even remembers that I even have. That I can't even open. I know there's nothing in it. I emptied it a while ago and it got lost in my room. Big surprise. But it's little things like that you do for somebody you love. And this wasn't all on Valentine's Day. This was all just randomly throughout the years we were together. I mean, like I said, I kept, the first store-bought flower that he ever gave me. I've got the flask he gave me. I've got teddy bears he's given me. I admit I sleep with one of them regularly. There's a teddy bear at his house that he keeps for me. He has two pillows over there for me. One for between my legs because I usually sleep with this big Bronco body pillow between my legs. And yes, I tend to cuddle it like, I would somebody else laying in bed with me, but he knows I can't sleep without something between my knees because my knees are bony and hard, and I have been known to actually wake up with bruises on my knees if I sleep without a pillow between them. So I have a pillow in one certain pillowcase that actually matches the pair of sheets he has. A set of sheets that pillowcase, it will never go back with those sheets. It'll stay on that one pillow that I put between my legs. little thing that he does that tells me he loves me. He hates the memory foam pillows. So, guess what I have? Yep, memory foam pillow. This one, I've actually got two. This one here, and the one at his house in his bed. Yes, it's still on his bed. I still use it. I still sleep over regularly. Another video. But little things like that is what you're supposed to do all year round. Not one day a year that says I love you. Okay, yes, my ex and I would break it into two because we talked about it early on. He doesn't do Valentine's Day. I don't blame him. It's a hard night. It's a hard day for him. It's Grandma's birthday. I can understand that one. But, oh my God, seriously, I get tired of the Valentine's Day crap on TV. The sappy love songs that they play. Normally they don't bug me. This year they were pissing me off because I could not stand to hear the sappy love songs every fucking song. I'm not used to the single thing. I really am not. And having to do it this year, it bugged me because there are songs that are my ex's and my songs. I'm not going to tell you any of them because I don't think it's any of your guys' business. Although I will probably cover them on some other video eventually. But right now, I'm not. And to me, that killed me the most was some of those songs came on and it was like, I can't do it this year. Those are our songs. Those mean so much to me. You know, and some of the ones that they were playing, it's like, oh great, my ex-husband used to sing these songs to me, but they never meant anything with him. They meant something with, you know, my ex. And it's just like, I can't deal with it. I can't listen to it. Why do we have to dedicate one day out of the year to make single people feel bad about themselves for being by themselves? And why do we have to do one day a year to, you know, say I love you to somebody else? Why? I don't get it. So, if you were alone for Valentine's Day like I was, I'm sorry. It really sucks. If you weren't, great for you. And if you are, you know, one of the newbies dealing with Valentine's Day, if you have secrets to how to better deal with it or an experienced pro on better how to deal with it, can you let me know? I asked my mother. She still hasn't figured it out. She says, oh, I just keep reminding myself tomorrow's half-price chocolate day. And I'm like, Mom, that's not good enough. All the chocolate in the world isn't going to make me feel better about the fact that I am single. Especially considering I was single and I was pissed off. But I'll tell you what, I'll explain that in the next video. Bye, guys.